Hello, ladies, and welcome to the Tracy Gold Show. And this episode is for all of you amazing, gorgeous women who want to have healthier, thicker, longer, more voluminous hair. And I'm very excited to have Theda Blackwood as our guest again today. She is on here weekly on a Wednesday. She is a hair educator, and she's also got a very powerful story about how she had very thinning, she was experiencing hair thinning and receding hairline, and she has got fuller, thicker, amazing hair. So let me bring her on now. Hey, Theda, I see that you have sent a request.
Great. Hello, Suze. Is it Susie that's here? Rebel Nerds is here. Fantastic. It's so wonderful to have you. Hey, Theda, how are you
Hello.
doing, girlfriend?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I cannot believe your hair.
I can't either, actually. This is nuts. This is nuts.
Okay, so for those of you who've maybe missed previous episodes, like every time I've gone live with Theda, she has this very straight hair. And we were just having a conversation the other day about how we style our hair. And Theda said to me, Tracy, I have no curl in my hair. And that is not what I am seeing.
I'm actually blown away. I actually have done an experiment the past 3 days with some new products from Theorem. And this morning, okay, I've never air dried my hair. I've never had any wave in my hair at all. And I used this new curling cream, and I literally scrunched my wet hair, and I came out with beachy waves.
That's incredible. Yeah, you sent me photographs this morning, and I was just like, wow,
It's
considering
this is
considering you don't have curl.
I'm not used to this at all. It doesn't feel like me. I feel like an imposter.
Well, isn't that fun though? Because, I think, and that's what we're going to talk about today, Theda. I think sometimes we put, well, it's kind of even a part of the topic is we put ourselves in boxes and we say, well, this is what I can do to my hair and this is the limitation. But what we're actually experiencing, and I'm experiencing, 'cause I don't have a problem with hair loss and thinning hair, but what I'm experiencing is that there are all kinds of things that I can do with my hair. And now products that are out there that are making it super easy for us to have healthier, thicker, and more manageable hair. So Theda, tell us your story about how you were experiencing hair thinning and,
Mhm.
receding hairline, and then how that all changed for you.
Yeah, so it happened in COVID, I noticed. Now, my husband and I were going on 3 mile walks every day, and I always would wear a ball cap because I always try to protect my face and my skin and all that stuff. And when I would pull my hair back into a ponytail, what I noticed was that my forehead was getting bigger. Now,
Wow.
it, it was just weird. And I was like, well, I normally part my hair here, and it's usually, just sleek.
Mm.
And I thought, well, maybe nobody will really notice because of the way I part my hair. And then I heard about Theorem. So I got the method, which are just the 3 products.
Okay,
Which is
okay, wait. Hold on,
okay,
hold on. You
okay,
went
okay.
through that very quickly. I want to hear about, because, Theda, the thing is that I think for women, our hair is so important.
Oh
And
yeah.
I know that when we go through times when our hair isn't looking good, I know if I'm having a bad hair day, it's hard to feel good, right? So what did that feel like when you started noticing that your hair was getting thinner here
Well,
and it was starting to
I
recede?
thought I'm getting old, and I thought,
Mm.
it had to be like hormonal, whatever. I mean, definitely, I am 54, so I was feeling just like I guess there was no hope. I guess I was just leaning into it in the sense of,
Mm.
um, well, I guess this is what happens when you get older.
Yes.
And I didn't even think that there was a solution.
See, I think that is so important because what I'm realizing lately is that what we think about and how there is no solution isn't always true. And it's interesting that you were even kind of looking for a solution, right? You
No.
just were going to accept it.
Yes, I was going to accept it and just, hope that it didn't get any worse.
Wow, wow. And Theta, did that bring up emotion for you, or were you kind of like very blasé about that?
Well, it wasn't a huge emotion. Now, I have talked to women that have very thinning hair, and men even. And especially women, though, I think it really affects how we feel.
Mm.
I didn't necessarily want to look older. I will
Yeah.
say that. I work really hard at trying to use good skincare and good nutrition and everything else to maintain as youthful of an appearance as possible. But
Mm.
yeah, I guess I didn't want to feel like I looked older, and I was hoping that it was just going to be a little bit of a receding hairline, and that it wouldn't be even more dramatic somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, Theta, there is also some value in that, right? Because I think that we live in a society where we're almost taught to loathe the aging process and to think that it's a bad thing, and to rush to try and find solutions. And what I am hearing is that you were kind of in a place of saying, well, I'm doing all I can do to take care of my body and to eat well and to, you were exercising, you're having long walks with your husband, and so this is just going to be part of the aging process. So how amazing is it that you could actually find a solution? So it wasn't as if you were, in that very unhappy place, desperately seeking a solution, but that the solution still came.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't have worn my hair like this, where it was pulled back at all, because this was blank, like in the corners where you call your horns. um,
Yes, my horns, where my gray is coming in, because this is my natural hair color, and this is, yeah, right in there. It
yeah.
looks like it's receding, but it's not. It's just gray. Yeah,
So yeah, I
yeah.
had that going on here and here, and I don't think I would have pulled my hair back like this.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
So
it's
now
crazy.
tell us, so I obviously, I know you work for you work with Theorem, but how did you go about finding them? I mean, how did you find this as an incredible solution?
Well, it found me.
Mm.
It literally found me. I've been in the direct sales industry for 20 years, and I had a girlfriend that called me to tell me that this new startup hair company was starting, and I was like, well, I'm not sure if I'm interested in selling it, but I will try it. So I ordered it.
Mm.
And then I ordered it, and then I realized that it was cheaper to join. So I was like, all right. And I called my girlfriend back and I said, all right, refund my order. I am going to buy a kit. But I'm not selling it unless I love it.
Yeah.
So, eat my words. Um,
No, but I
I,
love that. I love that about you, Theta, because it isn't just about, I think so many times when somebody is representing a brand, there is always that sale, we're just trying to sell product. We're trying to make, and we're also trying to make you feel bad about yourself so that you'll buy our product, right? Because that's often what the beauty industry has done to us women over 40, 50, 60 and beyond, right?
yeah, yeah. And, I think that what's interesting too is once well, first of all, when I got the products, um, the three products, I'm going to grab them here. Um,
Yes.
these three products were all that we could get. Okay. So you can buy the three for 79 or you could join for 69. So I was like, all right. So I tried them. And after one use, I could see a difference because of this little guy. This was Density. Density,
Oh,
um,
love that stuff.
no. It made my dry, which I didn't know was as dry. Honestly, I didn't know I needed it. Dry processed hair shiny again after one use. I was blown away, and I took a picture of my hair after the first use, or before the first use and after, and I was like, wow, this is a game changer. I have never used a
Mm.
product that I could see results instantaneously. So
Yeah,
then,
Theta, that's incredible. And I just want to pick up a point that you've spoken about though, is having processed hair. So most of us are doing something for color, and then sometimes we're also doing other things, whether it be having chemical straighteners or even keratin treatments that have quite a lot of chemical content in them. And so we're heat styling.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So whether we're aware of it or not, our hair is a lot more damaged than it could be.
Yeah,
Would you agree with that?
honestly, now in hindsight, I look at people's hair and I'm like, oh my gosh, she needs serum. But I'm not going to say that to them. But I notice damaged hair basically is because I now know what healthy hair looks like. And I would say I didn't really pay attention to that as much as I do now. Obviously, it's like, when you buy a car, you notice everybody driving that brand. But
Yes.
but I definitely notice it now more. But I do want to touch on the hair growth thing. So
Yes.
this little guy, square root, is not something that you do see some instantaneous results with. It's in the root lifting part.
Oh yeah. I too. I'm actually going to demonstrate that with.
Yeah.
So I use it. Okay, obviously, girls. When Theta told me about this one, I was like, I don't want any more hair, right? Like, no more hair, please. I could give half of my hair away and be happy. But what it does do is so I use it, and I'm finding, Theta, it's lasting longer, right? I actually have found I haven't really needed to use it every day. I've been using it just for my styling videos, just to demonstrate. But look at how this. And I love the massaging part. Today I was doing a hair video on my Tracy Gold Fashion Tips channel, and I got so into the massage. I was like, okay, guys, wait, hold on, let me do a thing. And I was like, okay, back to styling. But look at that.
It just lifts it. Exactly. It's crazy. So you'll see, this square root is a root lifter, but it also promotes a healthy scalp. It reduces the inflammation on your scalp. And we can get inflammation from hormonal imbalance, from medicines, from diet, from stress, all sorts of stuff. But it reduces the inflammation on your scalp, and then it stimulates the root growth with caffeine. So it's all good for you. No minoxidil, no, bad stuff, chemicals that are hormone disrupting or cancer causing. So anyway, fast forward, I start squirting this little guy on my temples every day. And after about a month, I started seeing little hairs. And then after 2 months, I saw even more hair. And fast forward, now it's been about 6 months, 7 months. And I have not, it is crazy. It is.
Your hair really is crazy. And now it even has curl in it, which we'll discuss in a moment. And so I think, also what you said, Theta, that I really think is important is I don't think we really understand how important scalp health is. And I think only in the last few years have I noticed a difference. There's a lot of products coming out we call the scalp mask or a scalp, it's something to help your scalp. But because this is really where it all starts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really important. If you want to have a healthy, thick head of hair, obviously you need to have a good diet. You need to, have your biotin or your collagen, all these things you can put into your body that is good. But you also need to take care of that scalp and the scalp health and the hair health. Also the density product helps with breakage. So a lot of us, as we get older, and think about your hair grows, I think it's a half an inch a month. So the hair that is at the bottom is very old.
Yes.
And if you are one of those people who can't seem to grow your hair because of hair breakage, which is where I was, and now this is actually, it's actually a little longer, but it's all crunched up right now, and curled up. But I wasn't able to grow healthy hair. I kept it short for many years because of it breaking, and now it is growing. It is strong. It is crazy, lights out, healthier.
Yeah. And what I love about that, Theta, is that I think that there's been many women who have felt that they must cut their hair when they get older. So there's a societal, thing of, oh, women. I even had a guy on my channel one time who said, oh, women over 40 should never have such long hair as yours. I'm like, well, stop being so jealous, dude. Get cover yourself, but like the whole philosophy, I mean, I've heard those kind of myths of, well, women over 40, 50 or 60, you should never have longer hair. And that actually just can be thrown completely out the window,
Completely
because
out, right.
I do think in many cases women are cutting their hair because it is thinning, because it isn't looking as healthy. It's making them look older. And when our hair doesn't look good, it can make us look older. So that's what I'm loving about what you're saying, is not only are you having hair growth here on your hairline, but your hair is thicker and healthier, and you are actually able to grow it out now.
Well, and I mean, so think about this. Not only have I got my hairline back, so that makes me, it's almost like a facelift for your hair.
Yes.
Because you can get your hairline back, and that looks more youthful. But the shine in your hair, especially if you have processed hair in any way, shape, or form, but even without that, I know some salt and pepper girls out there that are getting compliments on their shiny hair.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that makes you more youthful too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that, I think it is about taking good care of our hair, because if we care for it, then it also, we can use the styling tools, we can have the color, we can have all that stuff, but we can still have really good, healthy hair. And I mean, Theda, I have completely different hair to you, but I was getting to a point where I felt like I was going to have a really good haircut, like really just get rid of these ends. And I trim my hair frequently, but I was thinking, oh, I don't know, it's not looking great. And since I've been using Theorem, I can't believe the difference. And I've had so many people who know me go, what is up with your hair? In fact, some people have thought I've had hair extensions in my hair to make it fuller and bounce. Like they can't believe it's all mine.
Yeah,
which it is, right?
It's a game changer. I've never gotten hair compliments before, and some of my friends that are using these products are getting hair compliments, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. So let's speak about I can't decide which is my favorite, but the sugar pie is definitely, I mean, this stuff is phenomenal. Now, do you need the sugar pie? Are you finding you're getting split ends, or you had split ends when you were losing hair?
You know what? I don't really have a lot of split ends, but I am using sugar pie. It lasts about 7 washes. So I actually do put some in my hand. I squirt it in my hand and I rub my hands together. I usually do rub it through my ends, or on a day where I don't want frizz. I just, sort of make sure that the shaft of my hair has a little bit of sugar pie in it.
Yeah. So how does that work then?
The sugar pie?
Yes, with the frizz.
Yes, so
because many of us struggle with that.
Hydrophobic. So our hair, especially when it's damaged, and most people's hair has some damage to it. I mean, whether it's from brushing and blow drying, color treating, whatever you do to it, it opens the hair shaft and it attracts water from the air. The water molecules get attracted into the hair, and that's what makes your hair frizz. But the sugar pie actually makes it hydrophobic instead of hydrophilic. And then that will just tame the frizz.
Yeah, it's amazing. I always used to think of it, so I have a very visual memory, like I see things in pictures, Theda, and I always used to think of my hair, especially from kind of down, from that way down, would, if my hair isn't well treated, as in it isn't well nourished, then the hair, the kind of, the hair kind of sticks out like little receptors every time there's water, because it's looking for water, so that it can be hydrated, and that makes it frizz out. But what a good treatment like density and sugar pie does is it smooths it out and nourishes it, so it doesn't need to stick out looking for water.
The hair strands can lay close together, as opposed to, if you think about, I like to think of it this way, like a palm tree upside down, okay? So a palm tree, you know how, or even a pine cone has, all these different things. That's sort of what's happening to your hair, more of the pine or the palm tree analogy, because, it's a tall palm tree, but like in all the little potholes of your hair, that's where the water gets in and makes your hair frizz. But what the sugar pie and the density do really is smooth that hair shaft. It seals out the moisture, and the water can't get in. So you just have beautiful hair. But I tell you what, you are going to love. You are going to love this guy.
I am very excited. Well, I've actually ordered both. So speak to me, first of all, before we get into that, because we're going to talk about, so if you have thinning hair and you want to curl your hair, or you want to straighten your hair. So let's talk about that, because that goes into hair styling, right?
Okay,
Because
so
that helps us feel more confident too. So speak to me
yeah,
about the curl and how you got that.
yeah. So all right, I've done an experiment the past few days. So I would describe my hair as fine,
Mm.
thin, but yet I do have a lot of it. Like it's thin, fine hair, but I have a lot of it, except for, I didn't have it around my forehead. But anyway, if I want to do a sleek hairstyle, I can use the Infinity Duo, which is a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, along with, I tried Vector. Holy moly. Now, my thick, like your hair is going
Yes,
to, this is going to make it like glass. I'm not even
that's
kidding you.
amazing. I can't
And
wait.
this also eliminates frizz and protects it from heat. So this, if you want a good blowout, this is lights out. Crazy
Yes.
good.
Yes.
My
And
hair,
you know what I love about that, Theta, is that, during lockdown, many of us couldn't go to hair salons, or even just not even during lockdown, but COVID as general. And, some people go and wear the masks and that kind of thing, but for some, they still don't feel safe. And so what I love about these two styling products is it's going to allow you to style your hair at home, DIY style, and still get that salon look,
well,
right?
and I have to say, when I did the Vector styling balm, I am currently in Virginia, and
Mm.
it is more humid here, and it's kind of getting hot. And I was outside, and I had zero frizz, zero. It was like glass, glass.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
crazy. So then I'll talk to you about this stuff today. So today, my
Okay.
experiment, I didn't even think I needed these two products at all.
I
So
know
we're
you
gonna,
told me that.
yeah. We come out with a straightening balm, which my hair is stick straight, and we come out
Yeah.
with a curl cream, which I have no curl. So this Bell cream,
Until you met the bell curve.
I know. So I try this morning. I get Bell curve, and I said to myself, I'm like, well, I'm not sure what this will do. This could be a complete flop. But I shampooed with the Volume this time. So I did the
Yes.
Volume Duo because I wanted my hair to be lighter rather than heavier. And
Hmm.
then I used the Bell Curve cream. I basically put it into my hands, and I did what curly girls do, which is to just scrunch the curl or scrunch the hair.
Yeah.
And I left it alone. And I was like, oh my gosh, my hair is actually looking like a beachy wave. And my husband, who he does, I have straight hair. He's like, what in the world? He goes, your hair, he goes, can I touch it? 'Cause he's like, he's never seen me doing this, It's
That's
crazy.
incredible.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
incredible.
So even like now, like if it's dry, I can put a little bit. I'm learning. I'm not a curly
I was
girl
gonna
at
say
all.
you can. I was gonna say you can use it on dry hair as
Yes, so like
well.
I put it right here, and I'm just gonna scrunch. And
Incredible.
this, I am learning. I am not a curly girl, but it does it.
That's incredible.
I don't know.
And then
Oh,
I gather.
wait.
Oh,
It's
tell me.
water-based. It's water-based. My hands are not sticky. It's not
Yeah.
it's not a crunchy curl. It's nothing that I feel like I have to wash my hands. I will, but
I know exactly what you're talking about, Theta, because I've used a lot of curling things that have made that also give you that crunchy feel, which isn't nice, and the next day you feel like you have to wash it again. And
yes.
then also you can't keep reusing it day after day. And what I've loved about Theorem products is that I literally use them every day, even on my scalp, and it doesn't make my hair feel like, oh, I need to go and have my hair washed. I still only have to wash it once a week,
Yeah,
which is amazing.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's incredible.
It's crazy. So,
So, yeah, go ahead, Theta.
no, I was just saying, like some of my curly girls, like you have some curl in your hair. You're gonna have to try both of them and see what your hair does.
I know, I'm very interested to try because, and in fact, I think what we'll do next week is we'll do a bit of a feedback session because I'm getting mine probably today, it looks like. And I have straight hair on top. Okay, this is straight, guys. Now, my hair is blow dried straight, so that's why it looks the way it does. And then this is frizzy curl. It's not nice curl. So I'm actually very interested to use. I think I'm going to try what you said, what you've done, Theta, and also just leave it. Or I'm going to go ahead and just, use the vector to get my hair straight. And then the next day, put it on to my dry hair and curl my hair with my tongue and see what happens. Because normally my curl will only last like 2 days and it starts to really look a little like messy. I don't mind messy, but I have to do these pieces again because these pieces get straight again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. It's going to be fun. We'll have to have a feedback session.
Yeah, it's
so
definitely.
Tina, what is it? What is that doing? And I really want to come back to the feeling of it because I really feel that there's nothing like a new hairstyle or a good haircut or good hair to make a woman feel good. And so what is this making you feel? Being able to have curl where you never thought it was possible for you to have curl.
Oh my gosh. It's just fun. I feel like I can be whoever I want to be any particular day. And I feel like however I want to style my hair for the day, I can make it look good. And
That's amazing.
It's just kind of crazy. I never thought I could have beachy waves like without even there's no styling tool here. This was just
it's amazing. It's amazing. And that'll save you a huge amount of time, right? And money because you're not having to go to the salon to have it done. And
it's just fun. And I feel like these products are just, I don't know. I've never experienced products that do what these do.
Yeah. Theta, let me just be honest and say that I have tried a lot of products and I've always used salon products on my hair because I realized very early on that it was worth it because I use a lot less and it lasts me for longer and it's more effective. And it means I have to go to the hair salon a lot less. So I did the math, and it always made sense to me. That being said, I've tried a lot of things and nothing has worked as well as serum has worked on my hair. And it's just encouraging for me to see other women other women with completely different hair types that it will look good on. So I have a question, Theta. Have you experienced women who have African American hair? How have they used serum and are they using it effectively?
Yes, actually, and one of my friends is watching us right now. Ronique is using it, and she is finding that her hair is softer and is working. I mean, the Theorem method is working for her, and we will be coming out with some more products in the future that will even address even more ringlet curls as well.
Wow, that's going to be amazing. Oh, I can't wait. And that's what I also love, Theta, is that Theorem has, this formula has been created by 3 female scientists.
Oh no, it's like 8 female scientists.
Oh, 8 female. I thought it was 3. I didn't realize it was 8. Wow.
8 female scientists who are all hair geeks and who are really, I mean, they have tested the limits of technology and science. To give us good quality ingredients that have high efficacy. They have worked hard to get the perfect pH. It is all vegan. It is gluten-free. It is hypoallergenic. It is cruelty-free. It is sustainable packaging. And I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. So thank you, Theta. This has been so inspiring. I mean, I've come away feeling inspired, right? And just so excited for so many women to have beautiful, wonderful, thick, healthy hair, regardless of their age and hair type as well, which is just, I think that's what, this show is all about, encouraging women to thrive in midlife and beyond and to equip them with really practical tips that make it easy for them. So if you do want to try out Theorem for yourself, then I do have a $10 coupon that you can use for your first purchase. And all you need to do is go to tracygoldshow.com. The link is in my bio, but it's Tracy, Tracy, gold is in the color, show.com. Do not Google it. You will find Tracy Gold from Growing Pains. I am not the same Tracy Gold. So go to the website or use the link in my bio. And if you sign up to the newsletter, there will be a pop-up within the first 5 seconds. And if you sign up there, then automatically you will get an email in your inbox. Check your junk and spam folder though, because sometimes it lands in there, and it will give you the option to sign up to get a code, a discount code, and also it will give you links to Theorem so that you can find out more. You also can DM me or email me, because my email details will be in that well, on the website. So you can do so as well. You can contact me directly if you feel the need to do so. But yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear what you think of the products. And so what would you say, Theda, is the starting point if people want to start out with Theorem and try it for themselves? Also just bearing in mind that they offer 60-day money back guarantee, and they really stand by that. So I think that's very important, because you don't want to spend you don't want to spend money on products that are just going to end up sitting on your shelf or you give away. So if it doesn't work for you, send it back, but they have very few returns. So, but just, what would be the first step for somebody if they wanted to try Theorem?
Well, I mean, obviously, all of the products I'm in love with, so it's really hard to pick your favorite child. But
yes.
I think what I started with was the method. Now we do now have a curly method and a blowout method, and we have our traditional method. But
Yes.
I do believe that having healthy hair from root to tip is achieved with the method. But I also believe that, and it depends on where you are in your shampoo life, because everybody might have shampoo already in their shower, but our shampoos and conditioners are also lights out good. If you are not using a sulfate-free shampoo, these are different. I mean, they are healthier for your hair. The pH is perfect. So if you are using sulfate shampoo, you can be stressing your hair and scalp out, and perhaps that. So I do love all of the products. I do think that each individual has to pick the products that maybe work for their hair type. Some people are very excited about Pearl Cream. Some people are very excited about Vector. Either way, you're going to be pleased. But yes, maybe start with the method. I think.
Yeah. Absolutely. And like I say, if you have any questions, then feel free to email me, because I'm happy to help you to decide which products to start with, and also to work it according to your budget. I mean, maybe you just want to try the curling cream and see how effective that is, and we're like, wow, this is like lights out great. Let me then try others. And, so you have the freedom to do so. But remember that when you're taking good care of your hair and you're able to style it at home, you are saving yourself a fortune.
Yes.
As opposed to what a salon's going to cost. I mean, I don't have to go for keratin treatments anymore. Do you know how expensive keratin treatments are for this hair? It's crazy.
It is crazy. And I will say,
hours.
Our products are only $29.99 each. The method is bundled at $79, and then you can do this auto ship thing where it's 10% off and free shipping. It's not your traditional auto ship thing. It's per item. So like I go through Square Root once a month. I mean, that stuff is on auto ship. I do not want to run out. Density lasts me a long time. It lasts me like 6 months. So, because it's a pea size. And then the shampoos I go through, my husband and I go through about every couple months, something like 2-3 months, depending.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Theda. You've been absolutely a joy to have on the show. And once again, if you want to get the $10 discount coupon, go to tracygoldshow.com, and there's also a giveaway. So just so that you know, there's also the Sexiest Beauty giveaway that we're doing on the website as well. So if you go ahead and sign up today, then for the newsletter, then you stand a chance of winning that you're going to have your best nude according to your skin tone, or your best red lipstick, and the creator is going to help you decide on what your perfect lipstick is. So be sure to go and sign that up, and follow us on Tracy Gold Show. And Theda will be here next week, and I think we're going to talk about frizz next week, Theda. I want to talk about how to tame our frizz.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Till next time. Bye.